Luis Tejeda, 25-year-old from Dominican Republic. He tackles Arlen Lopez over 8 rounds for this IBA Americas title at light heavy. Boxed on a Champions Night in April in Almaty in Kazakhstan. Lost to the home fighter Beksad Nurdaulatov. Had a good win just before that though against Richard Rivera over 8 rounds. Rivera who ran Badu Jack very close in Saudi a couple of years ago.
From Domadores de Cuba, Arlen.
Arlen Lopez, like Julio La Cruz, a 2-weight Olympic gold medalist, 75 kilos in Rio in 2016, and then moved up to light heavy in Tokyo. He's been an IBA world champion, a Pan Am champion, kicked it all off way back in 2009 when he was world junior champion. And like the rest, he's got that WSB experience.
Pelea por el título mundial de los semi-pesados. Fight for the IBA World Champion in the light heavyweight division. Por esa razón, for new reason, contamos con la presencia, we have the present, el secretario general de la IBA, CEO, IBA General Secretary, CEO, Chris Roberts, OBA. Por favor. Boxeadores, boxers, please. Here, boxers, please. Here, boxeadores. Okay. Por favor, ponerse de pie para escuchar las notas del himno nacional de República Dominicana. Please stand for the national anthem of Dominican Republic. Entonces, de escuchar las notas del himno nacional de Cuba. Moment to listen the national anthem of Cuba. En la esquina dorada, in the golden corner, representando a República Dominicana from Dominican Republic, Luis Antonio Tejeda, 25 años, 25 years old. De balance, 9 victorias sin derrotas, the record. 9 wins, 0 losses. 6 victorias por nocaut, 6 wins por KO. En la esquina negra, in the black corner, de los domadores de Cuba, from domadores de Cuba, Arlen López, 31 años, 31 years old. 2 veces campeón olímpico y mundial, 2 times Olympic champion and world champion. Balance, 3 victorias sin derrotas, record. 3 wins and 0 losses. 2 victorias por KO, 2 victories por KO. Los jueces que actuarán en este combate son the judges that will be acting in this fight are juez número 1, Joshua Verónica Sots, Hungría for Hungary. Juez número 2, Josh 2, Emerson Pastor de Guatemala. Josh número 3, Josh 3, Luca Vallonga de Italia. El árbitro de este combate, the referee of the fight is José Romero de España.
31 years old now, Lopez. But as he showed at the Olympics recently, there is still plenty left in the tank. He picked up a bronze medal, lost a brilliant semi-final against Alexander Kizhniak of Ukraine, who went on to win the final. So still very much capable of competing at the highest level. 3-0 as a pro. Lopez in the black, Tejeda in the white. Nice right hand to the body there from Tejeda. Moved in behind the jab. Took his feet with him. And planted that right hand into the midriff of Lopez. Tries a right hand lead there, Lopez. Doesn't quite land it. Better range on the 1-2, but the right hand landed again there to the body from Tejeda. Right hand from Lopez. He seemed to move Tejeda a few seconds ago, but he rode that one that pushed him back towards the ropes. But this is a good spell from Lopez. He's got through with a couple there. Tejeda maybe a little bit open. That short right hand that's just finding a gap around the back of the guard is proving to be a problem for Tejeda. And this is a good fight already. Tejeda trying to work the body. Lopez felt that at least one of them was low. Landed the uppercut. Turned southpaw, Lopez. Nice dig to the body there from Lopez. Just happy to lean on here. Forehead to forehead and back himself to create enough space to find the room to land. He's thrown nice short straight shots, Lopez. They've got less distance to travel and they're landing before these hooks from Tejeda, although he scores to the body there. But just before that, there was a nice short straight right hand, little uppercut there from Lopez, and another right hand to the body. None of these are travelling far, and that's the main reason why they're getting through. Nicks a left hand to the body there as he turns southpaw, Lopez. And then a short right hook. He's found a good range quickly there, Lopez. There he is, the great man, Roberto Duran. Hands of stone, manos de piedra. I walked into breakfast this morning, minding my own business, looked up and all of a sudden there he was, sat there in a t-shirt with a massive picture of himself on it. And I just thought to myself, this is a great couple of days. That's what he wants to do, Tejeda, is dig those toes in and really climb into those hooks. But Lopez is just taking that straighter route, that shorter route. Right hand there looks a little bit low. Long left hand there from Lopez. And again, the second left hand I think moved Tejeda a little bit. And again, he's landed and Tejeda is trying to fire back here, but I just wonder whether he was slightly buzzed by one of those first two lefts. And Lopez landing on him with unerring accuracy here. And Tejeda is just trying to open out. The referee having a word with Lopez about landing around the back of the head there. This is hard for Tejeda, it really is, because he's getting hit with these short, sharp, accurate punches. He's trying to fire back, but when he tries to fire back and opens out, he generally makes it worse for himself because it gives Lopez more openings. Lovely solid 1-2 there from Lopez. Perfect biting point on it, then a left hand. So comfortable in the pocket there, Lopez. Big right hand came towards him from Tejeda, but he just slipped it as easy as you'd like. Just leans on here, Lopez, and then he'll disengage, find a little bit of room and give himself space to punch. Exactly like he did there. Tiny step back, moves his upper body back, and enough room for the uppercut. Left hand there just sends Tejeda onto his heels, and another left lands from Lopez. A minute remaining in the second round, and this is getting rough for Tejeda. Works the body Tejeda, but again he gets stung to the head. And again, Tejeda looks like he might be about to come apart here. The balance, the equilibrium has kind of gone, to be honest. This accumulation of punches, another one lands high on the head towards the temple. Lopez just sets his feet and digs in that left hand. An awful lot of gas has been taken out of the tank here at Tejeda. And again, Lopez just finding those openings and exploiting them with ruthless efficiency as the bell goes at the end of the second round. And that was a very, very hard 3 minutes. The corner just trying to get Tejeda back onto the stool as quick as they can, because he's in trouble here. He has been tenderised in these opening 2 rounds, he really has. And if it keeps going like this, it's difficult to see him finding a way through to the end of the next round, to be honest. As he spat out the water there was plenty of blood. He's been so accurate, Lopez, right from the beginning. And that energy bar of Tejeda is being eroded with every punch that lands. And the corner needs to keep a very close eye on this, the Dominican corner. There's too much Vaseline on that left eye, I think. And the referee is just going to tell them to wipe some of it off. They need to act quickly here if they feel that he's really under the gun again, because what they know is if Lopez gets him going, there will be no respite. Right hand comes straight over the top of the jab there from Lopez. But that's the best thing he can do here, Tejeda, is try and use that jab. He's got long arms. Keep it at distance and fire the jab. But unfortunately, I don't think that is something he is going to do. He's trying to fight back off the ropes here, Tejeda, and it's brave. But ultimately, it's going to prove his undoing. Walks straight onto a stiff right hand there. Bit of blood coming from the nose there, I think, of Tejeda as well. Smearing left hand there from Lopez. I don't think landed absolutely clean, but there's a lot of blood coming from that nose now. He's in terrible trouble here, Tejeda. The referee, I think, could jump in at any stage here. A big spit of blood. Lopez just pointing at Tejeda and saying to the referee, surely you're going to get involved here. There's an awful lot of blood coming from that nose. The corner should stop this. They need to stop this, the Dominican corner. He's about to get knocked out here, Luis Tejeda. They're having a good look at the corner. The towel is in the hand, and the referee is going to decide that enough is enough here, and that is the right decision, because Luis Tejeda, he was ready to go there. He was ready to go. And as much as we all love to see a knockout, you do not want to see someone stretched out flat on their back if you don't need to see it. And that was one of those situations, because he was on the receiving end right from the very start. It had started to go downhill, and it was only going to get worse. That was terrific from Lopez. Savage accuracy and spite in those punches from the very, very beginning. And I'm just relieved that didn't go on any longer. As impressive as it was to watch, and as much as I was enjoying the masterclass really that Lopez was putting on there, sometimes there comes a point where you've seen enough, and that was one of those instances. And this place is absolutely rocking. And Lopez there too. I said he was ruthless, but he did show some mercy. He had it backed up in the corner, the nose was streaming, and he stepped off and he gestured to the referee. So the referee needed to get involved. He didn't have to do that. He could have stepped in and just let his hands go. And that is a mark of the man, I think, as well. I'm just waiting for Tejeda to get ungloved here. It can take a while sometimes. They've cleaned up that blood from the nose, but there's an awful lot of blood on that towel in the corner, there really is. That amount of blood doesn't necessarily mean it's broken, but from the look at the shape of the bridge of his nose there, I think it may well be.
La decisión del quinto combate de la noche, the decision, the fight of the night. El ganador del título mundial de los semipesados, the winner of the world champion IBA, the light heavy, por decisión de KO técnico, for decision TKO. En la esquina negra, in the black corner, de los tomadores de Cuba, Arlen Lopez.
Lopez adds another title to that already long, long list. That was a surgical performance. Those fists like razor-sharp scalpels just slicing away at Tejeda every time they landed. So one fight to go, top of the bill, Julio La Cruz up against Madia Sejdrahimov. And that is for the IBA world title at 92 kilos. It was the accuracy, the metronomic accuracy of almost everything he threw, Lopez. Hardly anything completely missed. Either it landed clean or it thudded into gloves or forearms, and that was the point at which he really did come apart there, Tejeda. No shame in it, none whatsoever. He was in there against one of the very best. And he's just celebrating over on the far side of the ring.
Tejeda.
And you can see Madia Sejdrahimov in the background there, just to the end of the walkway, waiting patiently. Very good fighter, silver medalist at the 2022 Asian Championships. Lost to Julio La Cruz in the 2021 World Championships in the semi-final, so won a bronze on that occasion. Gold medalist at the 2019 World Military Games, so some serious credentials there. One pro fight to his name, Sejdrahimov from Tashkent in Uzbekistan. Just a slight delay before we get this final fight of the night into the ring. It's come along probably a bit earlier than expected. Everything had gone the distance. And then this one finished in the third. But you could see after that second round that if it continued in the same vein, I said it at the time, that there was no way really Tejeda was going to make it to the end of that third round, and that's how it proved. And the nose had well and truly gone at that stage. And that really was the point at which he just stepped off Lopez and gestured to the referee. As I said, it's a good mark of the athlete, of the competitor that he is, because this isn't personal. He'd won that fight and he knew he'd won that fight. And rather than just step in and finish it by potentially knocking Tejeda cold, he decided he preferred it if the referee got involved.